Hello. Uh, I don't know what that sounds like. Um, I'm gonna try and get set up here right quick. I didn't prep this at all. I've had a very weird day, so. But the stream isn't gonna be super long purely because I do have something to do later. So the beanie, thank you. Can't wear a beanie much. It's too hot in beanies and long sleeves. I mean, that's fair. I normally wouldn't be wearing one, but I didn't prep this wig at all, so um, yeah. How do I have my? One second. I was trying to see how I have that set up. Uh, is that the one I want to play? Thank you. Hi, Panda. Okay. Um, Let me get this properly set up. Here. Huh? Oh, there. I think that's correct. Um, Actually, give me one second. We're gonna pause that. Um, so Travis has, which is Savage Pancake Syrups, sent me a couple of trailers to review, so I'm gonna try to do that. I don't know that this stream is gonna be posted though because the trailer audio won't be attached to the VOD later. Also, I'm sorry Panda keeps talking, y'all. I don't know why he does that. I have to look at his settings, but he's there. If you have any channel points stacked up, you can like feed him and give him treats and water him and stuff. Or at least you should be able to. Yeah, and then he updates, and then I can like change his colors and stuff. So, um, yeah, so he eats it. He's eating. He used to talk. I didn't like that, so I turned his voice off. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I haven't seen anything to do with this. He gave me a vague synopsis. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I feel like I've played a game that looks like this before. Not Um, Not on stream, but like on PlayStation or something. Similar to Assassin's Creed or Batman. I mean, the general setup, yeah, but I mean specifically like the look of this game, like the orcs and stuff, or I think they're orcs. Like the orcs and stuff, and the buildings they have set up, and like it looks familiar to me. Oh, your hair is cute. One second. Sorry about that. I mean, it looks like pretty good um, gameplay. I probably would play this game, um, but I'd have to try it out. Is this a console game, or does it have PC capability? Because if it's console, then I can't play it. I don't have a console to play on. Euryx stronger than orcs. Mm. Yeah, that feature is unfamiliar to me. I don't, so I haven't played this before, but it looks like something I would play. This is less of a trailer and more of a tutorial, really. I create entire unique armies in these games. They all have their own personality. That's cool. I mean, nothing about it has jumped out at me yet. It's, you know, fantasy gameplay is always interesting, but I'm not like super excited about this. It doesn't look bad though. Is this like an older game? Because the graphics look like, I want to say somewhere between 2010 and like 2013. Maybe a little bit earlier than that. The second game is a lot better. I We'll see. How long is this? Okay, it's not bad. Yeah, there's a lot of explaining going on. This is not nearly as exciting as I was hoping. Which explaining is fine. It would be perfectly fine, actually, if I were getting ready to play it. I prefer tutorials that are like in depth in games, especially a game like this, which seems like has many components to it. But um, as a video to entice people to play, it's not really doing that. Mm. Yeah, we'll see. I think I'm actually going to cut this one off because, um, to be quite frank, I'm a little bored. Um, this one is Shadow of War. Oh, it's a gameplay. Yeah, I'm not going to watch the whole thing because it's like 16 minutes of it, but we'll see. Middle Earth, Shadow of War. Oh, open world. You can burn them, cut limbs off, and they will come back with metal limbs and talk about how they survived. That's kind of cool. I like characters that have personality. But I'm gonna be honest, both of these games seem like way more like focus and time investment than I normally put into games. Um, Hi, Sammy. Sorry, Pando seems to be harassing people that chat in, so I apologize for that. I gotta fix the settings. Yeah, I'm just kind of reviewing. Yeah, you can feed him with like feed him and water him and like play games with him with uh the channel points. So sadly, the studio has been shut down from WB because they're dumb. Yeah, well, WB does a lot. Is it still called the WB? I don't know. I think they had a CW. I think is what they call it now. Yeah, they made bad decisions and still do, honestly. But yeah, I'm watching gameplays actually rather than trailers. But um, gotta be honest, neither of these games seem like something that I'm particularly interested in, especially not for stream. Maybe like personally playing, but I don't imagine that I have the attention span for this. Yeah, his name is Belfi. The art and graphics on this one is a little bit more interesting. I think it's the same caliber of art and graphics, but I think the artists who did this put a little bit more work into it. They were more art driven, and the movement, like the mechanics on that, uh, looks a little bit better. Granted, it is more of a cutscene type of situation. It looks like, but still, it looks smoother. Mm. Reminds me of WoW a bit. You know, that might be what it is because I've been trying to get into WoW. Because Eros's community plays it quite a bit. He plays it quite a bit, and I do like to try and uh, play games that everyone else is playing so I can participate. But unfortunately, I don't like WoW very much. I've tried many times and I haven't been able to really just. I believe you. It looks like fun. It sounds like fun. I see everyone else having fun playing it, but every time I try, I get so fucking bored. Um, maybe maybe it'll change in a few years because I play games now that I didn't used to play. So you know, um, But that might be what it is. Maybe it is WoW-esque, and that's why I'm not. I think I would probably enjoy watching someone play it because I think I enjoy watching people play WoW more than I like to play it myself. So if someone was playing this game, like if there was like a YouTube channel or whatever playing this game, I would watch it. That's me with Stardew Valley 5 years ago, right? Like, I mean, when people were explaining Stardew Valley to me, I was like, that doesn't sound like something I want to get into. And I said that for like a couple of years, I think, and then I just tried it on a whim, and uh, and now here we are, where I'm like addicted to that game. So you know, maybe in a couple of years I'll be interested, but right now, yeah, I think that's enough of that. Uh, okay, I'm gonna close that. I'm probably just gonna start up Stardew Valley. I'm not gonna be playing for a super long time. Mm, I guess technically, maybe kind of. But I want to join movie night in Eros' server, so that's kind of what I started like an hour earlier than I normally do. Um, what am I doing? Oh, I have to open the file. I can't open it from my desktop. Hold on. Actually, let me turn on some music again. What the fuck? It's so quiet. Thanks for watching. Yeah, no problem. I will give things a chance at the very least. Um, so if anyone else wants to send me like trailers or suggestions, for me to look into that you think I'd like, um, I'm down with that. Not a guarantee that I'll like it, but I can try at least. What about Witchbrook? Um, I think I have it in my wish list and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I've seen trailers of it, motherfucker. I've seen trailers of it, and I thought it was interesting because the whole witchy thing. Um, so I'm not against it. I just haven't gotten it yet. Those were alpha gameplay, but to be honest, the game has some of the best fluid, brutal combat ever. I mean, that's cool, and I do love a good bit of gore, but I'm just gonna remove that, I think. But yeah, like I said, that's just neither of those were for me, really. Um, but I appreciate the suggestion. It's loading. Always takes fucking forever to load. Oh, I forgot to turn on one of my lights. I normally have like more. What is going on here? More like dynamic lighting going on. Ooh, it's too much. Ooh, relax. I'm being super normal about this. There we go. Yeah, I normally have like more dynamic lighting going on, but I didn't charge my lights. Like I said, it's been a weird day. I'm not having the best day today, so uh, I apologize for my lackluster energy. Did you eat yet? Um, Yes. Well, I ate earlier. I haven't eaten dinner yet, but I ate like I guess it was like dinner. It was in between lunch and dinner. Supper. It was a few hours ago. I had pizza. It's pepperoni pizza. Nemesis system is randomized orcs is the thing that made the games big and unique, but sadly WD patented the idea so no one else can use them. Well, they're assholes like that. Most corporations are. I think anyone can use it. Um, yeah, it was pretty good. What are we doing? There we go. Oh, drop some shrimp. A shrimp piece. What was I saying? I should probably eat again though. That is probably contributing to the not being in a great mood. I don't know what I'm gonna eat though. Gotta go grocery shopping tomorrow. 1 second, hold on. I gotta put y'all because my water is like behind the. I don't know why I keep doing that. There we go. Water for me and Pando. Yay. Or Belfie, rather. Oh, what did I press? Oh, okay, thank God. But I ended the stream by accident. No, I don't really say supper. It's always a dinner. But on the off chance that I eat earlier than what is considered a dinner time, I actually usually just call it dinner, to be really honest with you. But that's technically supper. There's breakfast, midday, lunch, supper, dinner, usually. And then midnight snack. That's usually the order that it goes in. No worries. Thank you for popping in. I don't have to water anything. When I left off on this, I think I was just trying to get through the season, which we're a couple of days off of the end of the season. So that's good. We're not doing too bad there. I have to wait till the next season anyway to. I don't know what I think I was gonna be able to buy. But once we get to the end of the season, we can go fishing for the walleye, and then I think we're done with the fish tank. I think that's the last thing we need. So motherfucker, there's so many. Have you ever caught a legendary? Twice. The one that you catch in the winter, in the forest. Like, hold on, let me go to the area, or what would be the area in game. I don't know what its name is. It's like a bluish fish. It reminds me of winter. Like it looks like a glacial fish. But I think you, like in game, you're in this area somewhere when you go fishing. Like probably like right here, and you can get it like in this area. I got that once. It was completely by accident. I don't know how the fuck I pulled that off. And then the one that you can get from the ocean. And that was on Switch, so. Because sometimes I get legendaries on PC, and I don't really think that counts because I be cheating. So it's like really easy to. God damn it, I'm just trying to get away from the slimes. So it's really easy to catch fish that way because you're like putting in zero effort. It just kind of populates. So I only count the 2 that I get on the Switch because I can't cheat on that. So, but I don't know their names. I don't know. I have a lot of half information up in my brain. Know a lot of nothing. Have you seen those TikToks where people are like starting to turn on Labubus already? I don't know what happened. Because people were like really obsessed with them, and now everybody's like, they're fucking ugly. You need to stop buying them. Like, I understand the arguments for over consumption because like that is a problem. And not one that I'm judging people for because I have an issue with it as well. I do like collecting things, but I don't know. It's just what I think is no. Well, that's the thing. If there's something that hits like a super heightened popularity, especially at the rate that like something like Labubu's hit a heightened popularity, there's always a downfall. But I particularly like to watch that happen with celebrities or even just like online level of celebrity. I didn't know where I was going. That's why I did that. An online level of celebrity because the turnaround for like social media influencers or, you know, content creators, whatever they want to be called, is quick. There's a delicate fine line between sustainable hype and deserved hype. Right. Well, I mean, it's not even whether a person deserves it or not, because depending on the content that you're making, like most of the time, people aren't creating anything of substance. Like, I don't think I'm creating anything of like great importance by streaming. I just have fun streaming. So I do, and I hope other people enjoy it as well. Or even the TikToks that I post, I'm not posting them with a great intent to change the world. I'm just creating things that I think are fun and that other people will like. Or I feel pretty that day, so I want other people to see. So it's not even whether or not it's deserved necessarily. It's just how society functions. It's just how human beings are. If you are too loved for too long or too quickly, then people turn on you. I don't really know where that stems from. Maybe it's like a mass hysteria thing. Maybe it's like, you know, severe insecurity. I don't know if it's gotten worse as things like, you know, social media, television, movies have been more accessible to people throughout the world and have connected us. But it happens rather quickly. You can almost predict when someone's fan base is going to turn on them. And sometimes the hatred that they get is deserved depending on the person. Like, for example, mind you, I like Doja Cat's music, right? I enjoy Doja Cat's music. I do recognize that she's extremely problematic though. Whether or not it's a bit or whether or not it's, you know, a way for her to protect herself from massive fucking weirdos all the time if people are scared to talk to her, I don't know. But the turnaround for her popularity where people were like, oh my god, I'm in love with you, to people being like, she's a disgusting person, I was able to predict that within like weeks of it happening. Um, oh, I meant the Labubus or the Sunny Angels. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends on whether or not the product is quality, whether or not it's deserved hype, or whether or not it has longevity, you know. But anything can have longevity if you take care of it, because there are like McDonald's Happy Meal toys that people still have that are still functioning and still have battery in them. So, you know, it depends. Um, but yeah, no, people turn on others. It's very cyclical. Um, and I've always been interested in it, but you know, considering the fandoms that I am a part of, you know, with the way people treat them, I watch it even more closely now. Um, and so it's gotten to the point where my pattern recognition with it is to a T. Um, but yeah, I knew that was going to happen with the Labubus, which is why I was saying, like, I don't know if purchasing them is really worth it in the end, purely because their value is going to go down only because people are going to stop caring about them. It doesn't, there's nothing that's changed in the quality uh, or, you know, the rarity of an item. It just purely changes, the value changes when people stop valuing it. And now people are getting, the people who like them are getting, what the fuck was that? Did y'all see that? There was like something up here, but it was faster than me, which is bizarre because nothing in here is weird. What was I saying? Something about Labubus and their value. I don't know. I don't remember. I was just ranting at that point. But I think y'all get the idea. Oh, the value you give a thing is what gives it value a lot of the time. Now, if it's like a nice leather jacket or a nice leather bag or furniture or a painting, even, because sometimes paintings, like their popularity and their value is cyclical. You could have a piece that costs nothing. You buy it for $5 one day, and then 3 years down the line, that piece is $50 million. You know what I mean? Um, I think that all comes down to people as well. Capitalism is fucking stupid. Nothing has the actual value that it has until we give it value, which I think in one hand is beautiful. Because then, you know, a scrap of paper that has, you know, your mom's signature on it after she passes away, it can be something of high value to you. Um, or a piece of trash that you don't want to throw away, and that's more, you know, like a hoarder thing. But um, you know, when you're spending a lot of money on a thing purely because of hype, I think that's a bad idea. Unless you just really want to collect Labubus, and then that has value because it's important to you. You know. It's actually a conversation I had. It is, bro. We gotta escape the matrix and live on a farm, bro. I'm saying, if I could just like put myself in Stardew Valley, I think I would. I wouldn't go in the mines though. I'm not willing to do that. But no, I had a conversation with a man. I don't talk to him anymore because he pisses me off. He was like a family friend, so older than me. But his wife liked to buy clothes, and it wasn't like, oh, her purchasing clothing items is messing with their financials or anything. They were perfectly fine, and she was purchasing things like within their means. She just had a lot of clothes that she collected over the years, and she's like, so they're closer to like 50, right? If not in their 50s. So she has a lot of clothes, right? And he's complaining about it, and he's like, I just think it's stupid. And I was like, well, you can't really dictate what has value for her. And he was like, well, I mean, it doesn't have value to me. And I'm like, okay, but they're not your clothes. And he just wasn't getting it. And then he said something about like me going to clubs or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's not really a thing that I do, because I don't see the point in going to the club. You just go in there. If there's not like a, women get in free thing going on, I need to stop doing that. Actually, I'm gonna die, and it's getting late. If there's not like a women get in free or women get free drinks or whatever, so I gotta probably pay to get in here after being in line, and then on top of that, I gotta pay an exorbitant amount of money for drinks, which 2-3 drinks you could just go to the fucking liquor store and buy whatever it is you were gonna drink for less than that, right? And have a whole bottle instead of just 2 or 3 drinks. And then on top of that, it's crowded and people don't dance in clubs anymore. They just kind of stand around staring at each other and trying to look cute or whatever, trying to look like they're having a great time, but they're not fucking dancing. I don't see the point. And he was like, oh, so you do get when something doesn't have value. And I was like, that is something that I dictated doesn't have value for me in my life. I cannot dictate for your wife what has value to her. You cannot dictate that. He still didn't get it after that. And so that was one of the times. I think I talked to him a couple of other times and he said something else misogynistic. And then I was like, okay, I have to fucking block you. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with it and I don't want to. So leave me alone. And exactly. Clubs after 2010 is overrated. I remember when I was in college, like the clubs that I went to, of course they were college clubs. We were dancing in there. It was fun. And there weren't too many people. Like, social media was obviously a thing. It's to the level that it is a thing now, but none of us were like videotaping the entire time or taking pictures the entire time. We were dancing and drinking and having fun with our friends, flirting with guys, doing what college age people do. And so, when I get out into like grown up world and I go to these clubs with these grown ass people and they're not dancing, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing here then? You paid to get in here for what exactly? I am so confused. We're gonna start selling stuff, I think. Damn it, still? I'm gonna lose my goddamn marbles. I'm actually not that pressed about it. I can still grow corn in the fall. But, nope. Put that back. Why did I do that? Yeah, I don't like clubs, and that seems to confuse many people that are older than me, but there's a lot of shit that I do that confuses them, so I'm not gonna pay too much attention to that. Part of me wants to keep the wine, but another part of me recognizes that I'm extremely fucking broke, so we're gonna sell it. Are we gonna sell the honey? I don't think mead is priced too much more than honey is, so it's not really worth it to me to hoard it like that. And this is what I do at the end of every season. I stack it all up. I try not to sell it. I try not to sell it throughout the season, and then I just sell it. No, I'm gonna keep those. I'm gonna turn those into. Oh, good times, man. Yeah. I miss dance. Anytime that I see a dance floor that's actually active, I'm gone. Like, I'm just gonna be on that dance floor now. I went to Pride. My brother popped into stream the other day, actually. He can only stay for a second though. He's real busy. But I went to Pride with him one year because he was like crashing at my place, and I found out there was a dance floor, and the dance floor was active, and like Estelle was the guest that year, which was crazy. I didn't even know she was going to be there, and I was so excited. And she was singing songs from Steven Universe. Best time. But I found out there was a dance floor, and I stayed on the dance floor the entire time. And then my brother found me and was like, "Hey, we're leaving." And I was like, "What? We just got here." He was like, "Dude, we've been here for like 4 hours." And I was like, "I've been dancing for 4 hours?" It was crazy. I love a good party, you know? It's so fun. Okay, I need to figure out how to, well, if I sell all of this and make money from it, then oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on Panda's settings, because why the fuck is he messaging so much? Hello? What else can I sell? How much stuff is in here? A lot of stuff. Kind of want to keep the apples. I think I need 5 of them. Oh, 3. Well, I need just one more. So I just sell like the highest rated of the fruits and veggies, because if you use like a highly rated no, I didn't mean to sell that. If you use like a highly rated fruit or vegetable to like make preserves or make wine or whatever, it doesn't come out the rating that the fruit or the vegetable went in. It just comes out like regular. And so it's a waste to use gold or iridium level items to make shit. What do I do with this? I get it almost as much as I get the chicken faucet. That's weird. I have these color coded and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. Oh wow. About which thing? What are you saying? Wow. Doesn't normally talk that much. That was interesting. I started reading a book, and I'm closing this so I can find the Lantern of Lost Memories. I don't know how to pronounce that name without fucking up, so I'm not going to say the author's name until I figure out how to say it properly. No worries. But I started reading that book last night, and I got about halfway through. It's a really good book. I didn't know it was suggested from TikTok, because I'm always on TikTok, and one of the things that I want to do is, one, fix my fucking attention span, And two, start reading more like actual books and not just smut like I normally do. Um, and so I just picked that out of like a list of books. Um, and yeah, it's really it's like a book about what happens after you die, and so you just like go through that experience with, I presume, different characters, because I got through one character and I think it's about to switch to another. But the character that helps you through it is consistent. So I'm hoping that there's like a good conclusion for him at the end, because I don't think he's not, as far as I'm aware, he's not like a god or anything. He's just like a person that is stuck there and has decided to stay and help other people through that process. And it's beautiful and I enjoy it. And it took me a second to not pick up my phone every 5 seconds. Not because the book wasn't interesting, but because I have an addiction to my phone. I don't even know if I'm joking or not about that, to be honest with you. But once I was able to like be disinterested in my phone, um, I kept reading until I was about halfway through, which is not a long book, but I was reading late into the night. I would have finished it if I wasn't so damn sleepy. But yeah, if you're looking for a book, a non-smut book that is a feel-good sort of read, and well, it may not be feel-good for most other people, but I feel good when I'm reading it, and I would try that. Yeah, I used to read books in 3 days. That changed recently, and I need to get back to that level of discipline. Yeah, yeah, I used to be able to like. I used to be lost in books. I'm telling you, like, I remember I would get home from school, and I'd read and read and read until like it was dark outside, and like I would only notice it was dark outside because I couldn't read the words of the book anymore, and I'd look up and be like, "What the fuck?" Just mowing down books. Um, and I would like to do that again. I would also like, you know, to learn new things that aren't tied to an article. Um, you know, right now I'm using like PDF books, like ebooks to read, but I do want to get to a point where I'm collecting them, like the physical copies of the book, because I think that's important to have like a little library at home. And also, I think when people come to like visit and then they go through your books, it's kind of like showcasing a bit of your personality to see the kind of books that you like to read. The best part is sorry, the best part is satisfying feeling of finishing one, and you can always talk about it with people in the future, no matter how long ago you read one. Exactly. You showcase personality thing. Yeah. Because everybody is a little. It's like the same with. Damn, my energy's low. It's like the same with music. Like you can tell a lot about a person based off of the kind of music that they listen to most frequently, or like where their headspace is, depending on what's going on and how much they listen to it. Um, but I think with books even more so, because uh, it can often show a positive side. You know, I don't know why I went there. I need to go to the mines actually. Um, because it's interesting to see where people like to escape to, because that's kind of what reading is. It's a type of escape. Some people like horror, and that's probably a trauma response. um Not that I'm judging, I can't read horror for some reason. I can watch it, I can play it, I can't read it. It's too much on my brain. My imagination is too vivid. um or people that like a lot of romance, or people that like nonfiction, and it's like time traveling. They want to go back and see what other people saw and feel what other people have already felt. I think I don't know. I say I hate people a lot, but I am so fascinated by other people and what they do with their time and the things that they find particularly interesting. Very personal and nice to see what holds their attention. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're paying attention to a person, you go to their house and you pay attention not only to the things that they have in their home, how they keep it organized, or if they do or don't at all. 69. Nice. Um, you pay attention to the things that they collect or their interests. You can learn a lot about them without them having to tell you anything. I like how I'm having a deep conversation about people and how to learn about them and love them and books and I see 69. I'm like, that's funny. I'm multifaceted, and one of those facets is really fucking stupid. So, um, yeah, but I find it's harder to learn things about people with the type of minimalism decoration that was going on for a period, which I fell victim to at one point, but I was having a hard time. So people were telling me, "Oh, my brain is cluttered because my house is cluttered." Cool, I'll throw everything the fuck out. But with minimalism and people not carrying physical copies of anything anymore, it's kind of hard to homes don't have as much personality anymore, which is why I encourage people to be weird little freaks, because it's more interesting and more fun, and it's easier for me to get to know you that way. I love cozy vintage knickknacks. I love that. Like, what type of vintage? Like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't want to get into like 90s and 2000s. That's gonna hurt my fucking feelings. If that's the answer, that's fine. I'll just cry myself to sleep later. Oh. Because I recognize that it is technically vintage now. Victorian? Oh, you hate 70s. I actually have a weird love for 70s. Not the brown, like everything brown thing. Like, not the average. I'm talking about like the eccentric weirdo people that were collecting shit in the 70s. Hippie shit. It's a little tacky and overstimulating. Well, it can be overstimulating. I wouldn't decorate everything I have or purely just wear 70s style stuff. So, because I get that. I kind of like that it's tacky though, just a little bit. That's a personal. Oh yeah, no. I'm not taking that personally at all. Um, I recognize that it is both tacky and overstimulating, but I do enjoy the tacky part. Uh, I actually really like the 80s. I like the 90s too, because, I grew up in part of it. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. I grew up in part of it, so, that's mostly where that's coming from. Um, but, oh, I can't go that way. Why am I still trying to get to the beach? But I really like the 80s. I think that's where I have a love of cyberpunk, not the game, because every time I say that, people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you played the game." I don't. Cyberpunk is a genre in and of itself that existed before that fucking video game. Um, no hate to that game. I just get frustrated with that. Um, but I think that's kind of where my cyberpunk love comes from, because cyberpunk is like a lot of the themes are reminiscent of like vaporwave, you know. The color schemes and a lot of what seems like the ideas of them stem from that. I could be wrong, but that's what I've noticed. And then I also have a little bit of a love for the music. Now, could I listen to purely 80s music all the time? Absolutely the fuck not. Um, Back to the Future stan. Yeah, I love Back to the Future. Um, Breakfast Club uh, was um, the Never Ending Story in the 80s, or was that like late 70s? I think that was an 80s movie. It seems like an 80s movie. Love that movie. Watched it way too many times. Falkor kind of freaked me out though. That puppet. And seeing how large the puppet is, don't like that. Don't like that at all. But I do love that movie. Oh, did the beach thing start already? Because it feels like it's kind of late for it to not have started. Come on. All these goddamn trees. I do try to keep the flowers because Sandy likes them. And if you befriend Sandy, she'll send you a recipe for Tom Kha soup, which is one of Elliot's favorite things. Um, and I want to marry him, so I would like that recipe. Um, I forgot what I was talking about. We were vaguely talking about decorating, but I think it stemmed from like the psychology of home decor. So, I don't have any iridium level anything, and even if I did, I probably sold it. Fuck, I did not think that through. I should have waited. That's fine. But no, I think being set up. Oh no, the moonlight jellies. Okay, never mind. I was confused. What is that? Oh, it's leading me to. Oh shit! I didn't know that was a thing. That's what that was. And I'm realizing that my game thing. Why does it keep doing this? I'm not setting it to do that. It's just doing that shit on its own. Because last time I think Travis said something like towards the end of the stream. Um, and I was like, shit, I didn't even notice. Anyway, now y'all can see the whole screen. I really wish it would fucking stay like that. Oy. No. To be released, to be released. About me. In a circle, usually come from your inner circle, a lack thereof, who I can trust. Hanging out with my high friends to pay attention. Same shit. Every time Gina, Gina, up right get right. Oh, I fell asleep. This is so cute. I gotta figure out how to get it to not put as many notifications though. I don't know what setting that is, but otherwise, it's not bad because it's a cute thing to have on the screen. I think it's fun. He's just a little guy. And I figured it'd be like a fun thing for chatters to interact with if I'm being weirdly quiet for some reason. Probably dissociating the reason why I would be quiet like that. But you know what I mean. Getting a real cat when I move out. I would suggest it, me personally, but that's because I love cats. I don't have a cat right now because I don't live in a place that would be conducive for that. But I love cats, so I would support that decision. And I think it's just really good for people's mental health to have a thing outside of themselves to care for. Just not a person. Not a person. Just a little cat. Not to say that cats aren't people. Animals are people, but you know, it's less likely you'll psychologically damage them if you raise them. So none of this shit is organized. Don't like that. I need more refrigerators. Mine. Nope, keep that. Yes, I agree. Yeah. What kind of cat do you want? No, I did that the right way. I'm confusing myself. Oh, God. Baby. I wish I was a normal girl. You like it when I be aggressive. You love when I say to you. Oh yeah, like it when I get aggressive. Love when I say to you. Maybe a ragdoll. American short hair gray with blue eyes. Both of those are great ideas. Ragdolls are extremely affectionate, are good for people that struggle with depression or anxiety because they just like they're comforting. They're really good. Like they have high emotional intelligence. That's what I'm looking for. And the same with American short hair gray. I love listening to podcasts more nowadays, along with reading. Mad off topic. No worries. Yeah, both of those choices in cats are good for people that struggle with that sort of thing. Because they're really emotionally intelligent and affectionate typically. I like listening to podcasts and knitting when I can. I still have to replace my knitting needles. But particularly D&D podcasts, I like listening to while I knit. If I could get a rocking chair, I'd just be a little old lady listening to my radio show and knitting. You know, it's fun. Normal girl, huh? Facts. Yeah, I like D&D podcasts. I like ghost storytelling podcasts. I um they like horror anthology podcasts like the Magnus Archives and Night Vale. Welcome to Night Vale, and there's a newer one that I think is produced by the same company that produced Magnus Archives, but it's kind of like more Western that I've been kind of getting into, but not enough to know the name apparently. Um, yeah, I like stuff like that. The acting is pretty good. Yay, it's fall. Okay, so this is still. Damn, this takes a long time to grow. Yeah, it's not gonna do that. I don't even know why I was trying. Yeah, I've always been a little bit of an old lady in terms of like I wasn't super huge on partying when I was like a teenager. I did have like a little stint for a couple of years where I was partying a lot, but I was really just I was heavily masking because I just so desperately wanted to fit in. And so I was just doing things that people my age were doing because I was in college and I was being treated very poorly by most everyone that I talked to because I wasn't going out. Um, Even though really the case was that I just didn't want to. I don't know what the problem was. Um, but you know that has a masking at that level has a heavy toll on your psyche. So I had to stop doing that, obviously, and so I just kind of reverted back. But um, I'm old, and not really in terms of like anything actually real, but I'm old, and so I don't really care what other people have to say about how I choose to live my life. Like, if it makes me happy, then they can go fuck themselves. I don't even understand why people try to dictate what other people can and can't do. Was that statue always there? Did I put that there? Or did it just populate there? Um, yeah, I was a loner for a bit, but I really enjoy the self confidence I got from spending quality time with myself. Yeah, we're the same age. Not so I say old mostly because I behave that way, but you know, I'm just not naive. I don't feel the need to people please anymore. I'm at a point where I'm not only okay with being by myself, like almost completely, although I do, try to have a support system. I just, I'm okay with it, and I prefer it. Actually, I just leave me the fuck alone. And I think that's a thing that only really comes with age. Like, some people hit it sooner, some people hit it later. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't really too much give a fuck anymore. Um, and I think that's a good thing because me giving a fuck used to make me like actually physically ill. So that wasn't the best. Sometimes I feel super old, and sometimes I don't feel even remotely my age. And then I hear a 20-year-old talk, and then I'm like, oh no. We have corn. I don't need or want nearly as much of any of these other things. I do really care about the pumpkin purely because we need that pumpkin too. I need a 5-star. I mean, not 5-star, a gold star. Fucking 5-star. I'm thinking about Love in Deep Space. Which, mind you, bro, the 20-year-olds, yeah, caring too much about the wrong things can be bad for your mental health. Yeah, and I was definitely doing that. But yeah, no, listening to I'll get back to Love in Deep Space in a minute. I didn't forget. Listening to a 20-year-old talk is just. And I didn't feel like I had anything figured out at that age. I found it so startling to feel like when I was like 16 that I had everything figured out, only to become 20 to be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing ever. And I still kind of feel that way. But yeah, listening to 20-year-olds talk is just genuinely so interesting to me. I'm like, ooh, I'm definitely 30. Oh my god. If that's what that is. Yeah, we want quality fertilizer. But yeah, so Love in Deep Space had a live earlier today. I fucked up my sleep schedule completely. I'm also very sleepy. Is the other thing. I set an alarm so I could watch it, and I watched the whole thing. We need more than that. We'll stop there because I want to buy something else. But I'm so excited for this update. I will delete everything in my phone. Nothing holds more importance to me than this fucking update. Because you'll be able to sleep next to them. They're adding more mini games. They're bringing the kitties back, which I'm super excited about because I miss them. So I was pre-bummed when they got rid of the kitties last year. I was pre-bummed for half of the event because I was like, they're gone. They're going to be gone. And then I'm not going to be able to see the little kitties anymore. Fucking Kitty Silas meant everything to me. And now there's Kitty Caleb. Oh, God, it's going to break my heart when they're gone. But yeah, you can sit next to them. There's more mini games. There's the wedding banner, which I feel like the wedding banner is going to be like a dream. Because if you look at that trailer for all of them, that's like a little too unreal even for the game. And also, it's too soon to be marrying anybody. Like, slow your fucking roll. Some people do get married after a year, and some of them we have been dating for a year. Anyway, regardless. They added more stuff to like the quality time, not just the sleeping next to him thing, but like they say it's AR, which usually with AR that means like, you know, you have your camera active and then it like puts them wherever you are or whatever. But from the looks of it, it just gives them different backgrounds to work with. So like their gyms are more defined. The study areas are like actually libraries, and it's individual to each of them, I believe, depending on what it looks like. So I'm super duper fucking excited about that. Yeah, I'm just excited. Now, could they be doing more? Yes. I still am waiting for that fucking PC update. For the love of God, please. This file is way too large to purely be a phone game. It's insane that I even have to say that. But yeah, I'm excited. It's coming next week. So that'll be cool. Oop, no, we don't want to do that just yet. Hi, Panda. Is that little kitty's name Belfie? Yes. You can feed him treats and give him water, and I think you can play a mini game with him. I don't really know how the mini game works, but it should be available to you if you want to. I really thought it was a PC game. It should be a PC game. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Infinity Nikki, made by the same company that makes Love and Deep Space, is a PC game. I think you can play it on your phone. Like, it has phone compatibility, but it's a PC game. Why wouldn't you? I understand in concept, because it's like you want to keep him as close as possible, so you keep him in your pocket. Apologies right now. I'm talking about my weird little nerd games, the ones that are concerning to my mental health, probably. But yeah, you want to keep them in your pocket. I get the concept, right? But it just doesn't make any fucking sense to have the files be that large. I'm appreciative of everything that they give us in the game. I really am. But oh my god, I do not have the space for it. There are some people who've started buying iPads specifically for that. And I'm not even going to lie. If I had the money, I probably would. But I definitely don't have the money for that. So that's not even an option. I'll try to figure that out. Yeah, so at the bottom left hand, it'll be a thing that says channel points. It might be like glowing green for you or something. I'm not sure. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But that's where what the fuck am I doing? There we go. That's where you press the buttons for him. He's supposed to talk, but I had to turn that feature off because it was annoying me. Before I even started stream, he was talking, so I unfortunately had to nip his voice in the bud. I'm sure that psychologically is going to damage him later in life, but you know, I'm sure he'll make it. You silenced him. He needed to be silenced. He was talking every 5 fucking seconds. And actually, he talks too much in chat for me personally. He hasn't in a while, so maybe I'll chill out, but he'll be silenced for real in a minute. One day he'll tell his story and expose your cruelty. I'm exposing it right now. I told y'all. I took his voice. It was getting on my nerves. It was that robot-y fucking voice. I don't like that. God damn it. Can you even hear that? Yeah, you can hear it. Ursula era, period. Ursula know how to put on a show, man. You know? And her human form was a baddie, so I can't too much be mad at it. I need to upgrade my fucking watering can. This is killing me. Then again, I need to get through the goddamn mines before I start upgrading anything. I would like to, at the very least, get the rest of these planted. I might have to worry about watering them later. I always get stressed when it gets dark in game because you know, in the summer in the game, that means that it's really fucking late. But in the fall and winter, you know, it's partway through the day. So, not too much to worry about. I'm mostly doing this because um, I don't want these plots to fucking disappear tomorrow because I didn't plant anything here, which not all of them will, but enough of them to irritate me will. So, words of spring today. The outlier ones over here, I'm actually not too fussed about. We will just plant these. I don't have time to water them, unfortunately. So we will just keep pushing. I'm actually so glad for that fan because now I can, I believe I use that for a wedding dress. If not the wedding dress, then the veil. Because I want to look like a pretty princess when I get married to Elliot. Why did I think that was like the tongue for like the tongue out emoji thing? I'm so stupid. Alright, everything is put in its place. I didn't buy the thing that I went down to the beach to buy because my attention span is dog shit. It's not open yet. I can't rush over there. I think a girl boss too close to the sun because this is gonna take so much fucking time. Oh my god. Oop, I'm dissociating. Sorry about that. Sometimes I can only pull myself out of it if I like verbally say it. Because I was in it for a while and I knew I was and I couldn't get out of it, unfortunately. I still haven't found my fucking lash glue. I'm really scared I like accidentally threw it away or something. Gotta do what you gotta do. Yup. I don't know this song. I don't know when I added it to the playlist. It feels vaguely familiar. Oh. Okay. I just haven't listened to it very frequently then. Because I was like, I don't know the lyrics. This beat sounds vaguely familiar, but not enough for me to say for sure. I think I've listened to this song like 3 times. But I like it, I just haven't listened to it. Speaking of listening to songs, all I can listen to is K-pop Demon Hunters. It is all the art I consume. Every TikTok edit is of them. Almost every video that I see has something to do with them at this point. If it's not the news, then it's that, which is a striking difference, but, you know. Bunch of oldies last night. What are you considering oldies? Because I'm scared of why you put that in parentheses. I just realized I put glitter on my face because I like putting glitter on my face, and it's going to be a pain in the ass to take off later. I got freaked out because Say Okay by Vanessa Hudgens said, posted 18 years ago. Bitch, why would you say that to me? The fuck? Like, logically, it wasn't posted like in the last few years, but oh my god. No, I saw something. It was like, I think it was like that Hoobastank song that was like really popular when I was in fucking elementary school. And they were like, this song came out 20 something years ago. And I was like, ah, shut up. Are you saying Say Okay by Vanessa Hudgens is oldies? Remember when she used to do those ads for Echo sneakers? Oh, yeah. She was selling them things, though. Everybody I knew wanted them real bad. Ooh, my butt hurts. I've been sitting in one position for too long. That's why I use quotations. I hate you so much. This bitch said, Say Okay by Vanessa Hudgens is oldies. I certainly can't be considered contemporary. I hate you so much. Oh my god. What the fuck? I think I'm gonna add that to the playlist, actually. I really like that song. Let Me Hold You by Bow Wow and Mario was 15 years ago. Stop it! This is so unnecessary. Fuck. Time is an illusion. And to like young kids, like actual children, that shit probably sounds so old to them. Actually, no, I'm gonna take these out. There we go. Oh, I'm a little too emotional to be listening to this song. I'm not in any heartbreak at all. Mind you, I just okay. I was clearly going through something when I put this in here. Yeah, that's better. Jesus Christ. Remember B5 vaguely. Yeah, I kind of, but I can't conjure any of like their music. What was who sang "Promise Ring"? It was like Tiffany Evans or something like that. I think. I hope that's their exact name. I hope I remembered. That's back. Tiffany Evans, yeah. Bro, we wore that song out. But then I'm like, good, I look fly, I look good. What is it? That's crazy. It's a good song. It was a good song. She did a good job singing that song. That was a hit for real, for real. It went triple platinum in our house. Hey man. I love the one with her and Bow Wow, I'm Grown. I don't remember that one. I think I remember like the music video, but I don't remember the song. Which is crazy because she was like 14. Baby, you are not grown. I think Bow Wow was, though. So that's a little weird. She was 16, I think. And really? I didn't know she was emancipated. There's a crazy story there. I need a series on that. What happened there? Let me be nosy, please. God damn it, I keep forgetting to go to the fucking... It's gonna close in a minute. Oh, God. Let's see. Maybe he won't close it at 5. Maybe he closes at like 6 or like 8 or whatever. Please. No. He's closed. Fuck. He probably closes at 4. When the day resets after I water my stuff, please remind me to buy the fish dehydrator, please. That's what I keep forgetting. I think she ended getting married. Like the... I didn't look into it too much, but Shitty Parents are pretty sure she got married at 17. So I don't blame her feeling grown. She used them pipes to sing her family out of poverty. I mean, period. I get it. But, oh my God. I hope she's okay. Unless she married someone that was around her same age. You know, someone that's 18 marrying a 17-year-old isn't super weird to me. Or even 19. I feel like 19 is kind of pushing it. But if they were closer in age, then I'm sure she's fine. But if they were like a grown person, Oh, okay. Well, I hope she's okay then. If they weren't the same age as her. But who knows? You know, maybe it could have worked out. I don't know. I don't know these people. Grown ass man, and I think he was abusive too. Oh, okay. Well, damn, bitch. Are you sure you didn't research it? You sure know a lot. She had a kid at 18 or 19 with him, though. Yeah, well, I mean, they were married, so I would imagine that would come next. Barefoot and pregnant and all that. No, I was just in the comments. Like, Jesus, you know a lot for somebody that didn't look it up. I think I'm going to stream for a little bit longer. Hold on. I'm in streaming, first of all. Wrong one. Nope. I was correct the first time. Hello. Almost 2 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna stream for a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go because it's movie night elsewhere, and I really want to watch the movie. So, you know, Orbit by now, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna type it into chat so that you know how to spell it. Oh, yeah. Why are you welcoming me? It's my stream. See, this is the shit I be talking about, bro. Talking too damn much. Anyway, y'all should watch Sinners. They did watch Sinners, and my dumbass ended up taking a nap, and I slept through it. Anyway, I'm gonna let it go. I'm not upset about it or anything. No, they already watched Sinners. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So, I get distracted. Whatever. I'll get around to it. Leave me alone. I won't say nothing. Please. The fact that I have avoided a grand majority of spoilers at this point is actually a miracle. Actually, anything to do even remotely with anything fucking black and southern, I turn it off. I don't want any spoilers whatsoever. I'll watch it at some point. I'm gonna watch it soon. I will. I promise. I swear. I will, because I'm black and southern, and I love vampires. I don't know what about this movie I wouldn't like. That sounds right up my alley, actually. So, I did the same. Instant classic. Yeah, I've heard. He don't miss, bro. Banger after banger after banger. Talent goes off the charts. I like that Ryan Coogler, you know, he decides who he wants to keep around him. He really, he keeps them employed, honestly. And I think that's really nice. And I think more people should do that. I mean, you know, give other people a chance, of course. Hire others. And more, you know, fresh faces is what I'm personally interested in. But you know, also someone gives you a come up because their acting was quality and helped you, you know, it goes along with your directing very well. Oh, I won't say that. They gave each other the come up. They came up together. But, you know what I mean? I would be sad if he wasn't working with him anymore at all. First thing I saw MBJ in was Fruitvale Station. I actually can't watch that purely because I already know what happens in it. And it is so devastating. I just can't. I can't. we get enough of that shit in real life. I don't want to watch it. But I do know that it was a good performance. But everything else that he's been in after that, I believe I've seen. So I ain't gonna watch it again. Yeah, yeah. No, I think after 12 Years a Slave, I decided that I wasn't gonna watch shit like that. And if I know that that's what's gonna happen, I'm not watching that anymore. I can't do it. It is entirely too traumatizing, and I don't really think that story is for me anyway. Damn, I was on sad bitch hours when I made this part of the playlist. I swear to God. I'm just gonna thug it out though, because I think there's like other stuff that comes after this. Pretty sure. Never saw that. I just refused. Yeah, that's fair. It was a hard watch, so I will never watch that shit again. Honestly, I didn't even watch Django because I wasn't in the mood. I actually quite like Django. It's not um nearly as upsetting. Parts of it are hard to watch. I'm not gonna even lie to you, but um and not for the reasons that most people think, because some people hear that and they're like, oh, it's because the violence. Like, I love gore in movies. I have a fake blood rating system because I love gore so much. That's not the problem, but watching black people suffer is kind of the problem. See, I knew it was gonna pick up. That's why I didn't want to touch it. Throwback to the time me and Dad wanted a sci-fi time travel novel, and we ended up reading Kindred by Octavia Butler. I'm sorry. I remember when you told me you were reading that, I was like, oh, that's a hard read. You're like, oh, I'm excited about it. I'll see. And I was like, okay, well, I hope that you enjoy it. We read that shit so quick so we could be done. Yeah, it's truly traumatizing. I think that was the first time I was truly traumatized by a piece of literature. Being traumatized by a movie is easy, but being traumatized by a book, difficult. I should have known. Day 3 book club. 3-day book club, for real, for real. Oh my god. Yeah, you did speed through that one. I'm actually surprised that y'all didn't just drop it all together. But I don't think y'all... Like, I'll quit a book. If I don't like what's going on, I will quit. I used to not be like that, but I'm not willing to... Life is hard enough. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit through this shit. But I don't think y'all do that. Not because I was there and I didn't want to be there no more. Yeah. No, that book is a fucking experience that should only be experienced once. Motherfucker, why is it... That's not where I'm... I hate this thing so much, I swear to God, bro. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Just a terrible time. No, I give up on books, but this one wasn't bad. It was just... It was awful. Like, in the way of... You remember that book that I read that I can't remember the title of, and I'm actually kind of glad because I wouldn't say the title on stream purely because I don't want to deal with that author. But that book that I was reading where I like kept hate reading it, but it was awful. It was like the premise was good, but I felt like the author didn't even understand her own characters. Like, she did that shit where like she had one of her characters was an artist, but she did that thing that writers do when they don't understand an artist, and it was like he was such an artist that he even took a napkin and started drawing in ketchup just so he could draw. He used anything that was around it, like that shit. Ugh. Fucking oh, I hate that book. But I talked about it for so long and I kept reading it, so obviously I didn't really hate it. I don't know. Don't forget your fish. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, it might be too late already. God damn it. I think I'm just gonna do that first tomorrow. I think he closes at 4. So, it's already too late. But it takes like the whole fucking day to water the goddamn... See, I did Girl Boss too close to the sun. I need to get a sprinkler system set up. Do I have the recipe for sprinklers? I do. I don't have iridium, so we're not gonna do that. I don't have enough iron or gold. The worst book I ever read was Kiss Me Cowboy, a double feature, and it literally had a false rape accusation plotline in the first story. And in the second story, it was a continuation of a different character in the first story whose first wife got an abortion and left him. Girl, where did you get that book from? That's crazy. Yeah, that sounds awful. Did you finish it? Target. That checks out. I had to. Yeah. No, I get it. I totally understand, man. Sometimes even when you hate it, you just have to figure out how the fuck are they gonna end this? And it can't be the ending can't nearly be as bad as the rest of this other shit. Please, for the love of God, don't let it be that bad. But it always is. It always is. Yeah, I'm gonna start the day tomorrow. Instead of watering the plants, I'm gonna just go to Willie's store and just fucking camp out until he opens. Did you hear the bit where I was like reading a book last night and I really liked the book and I suggested the book? Did you hear the title? If not, then I can tell it to you because I think you may like it. I think it's a nice read. So far, anyway, I'm halfway through. Hopefully nothing traumatizing happens. And both the main characters are naturally beautiful, super rich, blonde virgins who thinks those characteristics make them unlovable, period. I weren't here. What's it called? I was at work. Oh, no worries. The Lantern of Lost Memories is what it's called. And I didn't know anything about it when I went into it. So I'm not going to tell you anything about it if you weren't here earlier, because I did describe it before. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Let me do it right now, because my attention span is fucking awful, dude. Where are you? There you are. There you go. Yeah, it's enjoyable read. I like it, and I think you might like it too. It might not be like your favorite, because it's not mine, but it's a nice peaceful read, in my opinion. I'll request it at the library. Okay, cool. It's not that late in game, but it's dark and we ain't got nothing else to do. All right, we're gonna go camp at Willie's because I cannot keep forgetting to buy that thing. Because what's gonna happen is if I forget during the stream to buy it, I'm gonna come in next stream that I play this game, completely forgetting about it, and then spend all the money, right? And then not be able to purchase it. And actually, before I do that, let me triple check that I don't have the recipe for it. No, I don't. And I need it, so. I don't think it can respond to you. How could anyone ever love someone with giant, luscious breasts who would never interrupt them while they play video games type of nonsense? Yeah. Or the I'm so average 9 a.m. Well, we're camping out here. Thank God I brought my fishing rod. Or the I'm so average and ugly looking and nobody ever notices me, but there's like 5 fucking love interests. Like, girl, pick one. Pick one. Either you're unattractive and unconventional, or you're actually kind of hot, because there's 5 hot dudes, the most popular guys around, that want you. Or it's like a celebrity or something that just must have you out in the crowd. Like, come on, girl, please. That shit's so stupid. It feels like I can only ever find, like, strong characters that are even kind of confident in themselves in fan fiction, which I don't have a problem with that. I enjoy reading fan fiction. I've been doing that for a very long time. But it's crazy to me that there are no published novels like that in, like, the romance genre. Like, hello. You can be hooking up with a hottie and still love yourself. Like, it's not a requirement that you have to hate yourself. Whenever I finish my book, you'll get a multitude of experiences. Not a romance book, but there is romance in it. I like romance-adjacent books. Itchy. Oh, damn it, I missed it. I keep feeling like there's spiders crawling on me, but it's just my hair. It's just the hair that's making me feel like that, which is frustrating. It's a murder mystery, but there's always time for love. Hey, period. They say love happens at the most inconvenient times. What's more inconvenient than a murder mystery? How did I miss that? I literally clicked it on time. Oh, you know what? It's 9 a.m. I don't have to do this anymore. Yeah. Now, I have to collect the ingredients to be able to make the thing, which is actually kind of hard. So, we will do the best we can, but as soon as we get the ingredients to make that thing, we will be able to make buku money with next to minimal effort. Plus, I think it's interesting reading dynamics between established relationships instead of just new love. New love is also fabulous, though. I do like established relationships because I like the level of partnership and camaraderie that comes with it. And it's harder to get that with newer love, unless it's like friends to lovers type of trope, right? But yeah, I like it when couples behave like a couple and not like puppy love couple, but like, you know, can lean on each other and will help each other and know each other's quirks already. Damn, that's already full. I'm gonna have to make another chest. Oh. Put it over here. I don't know. I gotta reorganize my shit. I say every time I fucking stream. Okay, we have that. I can water the plants now, which is probably going to take me the rest of the goddamn day. Nothing. Okay. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any romance in the book that I suggested to you. Um, Again, I'm only halfway through and I didn't know anything about it really before going in. Um, but so far, it's not a key component of the storyline, which I actually rather enjoy. Maybe because it's just something that's different for me. I haven't really done that in a very long time. I don't get it. Yeah, I think at the end of this day end game, I'm going to end stream so that I have time to take off my makeup. Although I'm gonna be kind of sad to take off this makeup. I feel like I did a pretty good job with like the eyeliner and stuff. I don't have lashes on because I can't buy my fucking lash glue. Um, but yeah, I have time to take off my makeup and get something to eat because I'm actually quite hungry now. And then I'll be able to watch the movie with everyone. I'm very excited. Mostly because we're watching K-pop Demon Hunters. And I've watched it 7 times this week. And I'm going to watch it an 8th time. It's going to be great. I'm being totally normal about that movie. It's fine. Twilight later. Like a marathon or just the first movie? Because either way, respect. I do like a good Twilight marathon periodically. I actually kind of want to read the books from like an adult perspective because watching the movies from an adult perspective, bitch. What? All of you are idiots. All of you are idiots, and everyone here is irresponsible except for the 2 fucking teenagers that shouldn't be in this shit. What the? The only one with any sort of common sense is Charlie, and Charlie did the best he could with the information he had. Like, really and truly. This weekend because Fabe is going to California on Saturday, Sunday. First book was hard to get through. Did you did a reread of it recently? Haven't tried to read the rest, honestly. Yeah, because I feel like Stephenie Meyer is like fucking culprit number 1 of the I'm so plain and ugly, but these super fucking hot characters are so interested in me and are chasing me down. Oh my god, they're fighting over me. No, don't fight. You can't be that unattractive, babe. That's just like there's no way that's happening. No, I don't want to go to college. I want to be with you. Okay. Girl ain't got no fucking common sense. The story is too inane to be worth a whole book. Yeah. I feel like that was a lot of people's, like a lot of adults' complaints with it. But good thing it wasn't meant for them. It was meant for teenagers. Okay, but to be fair, if I had the chance to be with a vampire, my boo, I'd take it. Yeah, I would take it, but I would also still, like, live my fucking life, dude. Like, I'm grown now, so if you want to change me now, yeah, let's 100% do that. Like, we can have a conversation about that. I feel like it's the same kind of conversation you have about, like, marriage, right? Because, you know, that's for lifers. That's forever, like, for real, right? But when you're, like, 18 years old, I feel like that's different. Especially for something that is literally forever. I feel like it goes beyond marriage, even, actually. Now I'll let myself age just a little bit more and then fucking let's go. Exactly! You don't even want like a grown woman body. You want an 18-year-old body the whole time? At least wait till you're like 25 minimum, please. I don't think I got hot until I was like 22. I can't imagine me being stuck in my goddamn bitch. I am not trying. Hot dog, hot dog, leave me alone. Oh my god, I just want the egg. He's fucking give me the whatever. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I can't milk the cows because they're gonna be asleep. I was physically very fit. No, yeah, you were doing the band thing, and band was serious for sure. I was the hottest I'd ever been last year, but won't deny that I've been hot a long time. Yeah, I mean, I look at pictures of me at 18 now, and I'm like, yeah, no, that bitch was hot. But like, I feel like it's more of a mindset than you were aware that you were hot long before last year, right? I wasn't really aware of that until I was about 22, and then also my body reflected it. You know, I didn't have a teenager face anymore. Or at least I didn't think so. But come to find out, some people still think I look like a fucking. Somebody asked me if I was 16 the other day. The fuck. Anyway, which I guess I shouldn't be offended by. I'm just confused. But yeah, I don't want to have a teenager face. I want to have a grown woman face when you change me for eternity. Bella wasn't thinking that shit through. And you know why she wasn't thinking it through? Her brain wasn't fully fucking developed. I got pregnancy nose right now. Yeah, I know, Bubba. The only reason why I didn't say anything was because the last time I said that to a pregnant woman, she blocked me. We had been friends since college, and she does not talk to me anymore because I told her she had pregnant nose. She was like, she was like 6 or 7 months pregnant. I didn't know that that was offensive. I know now, so I don't tell people that. But yeah, I know you have pregnant nose. I can see it, honey. It's because you're pregnant. That's so funny. A honker. No, I think it's cute. I think it fits your face. It's not your normal nose because you have a normally have a cute little. You normally have like that cute little button nose, but it's still a cute nose. It's just slightly bigger than it was previously, and it goes down. It goes away, but I wonder why that happens when one gets pregnant. Why does the nose change? Because I have, yeah, I'm cute right now, but I'm not hot. No, you're a cute little pregnant lady. Increased blood flow and estrogen. That makes sense, actually, yeah. Oh my fucking god. Move. Yes, I love you. Now go away. I just want the fucking egg. They won't let me get it. There are 2 eggs out there. I had to do some research after I see that picture. It's like, what is that? No, it's still really cute, Panda. But I could understand why that would be alarming to see, like, one of your features change. like that. But no, I have yet to meet a pregnant woman that doesn't eventually get that nose. If they don't have it early on, they have it later for sure. Just where you're changing that much. Yeah, I mean, it's a drastic change. I can understand being alarmed. Oh, well, I mean, there's nothing actually alarming about it. It's quite normal, but feeling that way when you look in the mirror and then it's like you feel like maybe overnight it's completely different. You know, I get that. Shit, when I got this nose piercing, I did not recognize my face for a little bit. It was quite alarming, so I can't imagine on a pregnancy scale going through that. You're like, whoa, what is happening? You know. Hi, Riv. I'm actually gonna end the stream soon. I said I was gonna end it after I went to sleep, and then I didn't do that. I'm still playing this game. I think I'm hyper focused on it now, and that's the problem. That happens sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, meh, and then sometimes I'm like, this is the only thing I can do for the rest of my life. Yeah, I think I gotta wrap her up. I love you, Booth. I love you too. Thank you for hanging out. I'm not gonna be on too much longer. But I appreciate you popping in. I will! Just give me a minute. Hold on, goddamn. I gotta save. After I collect shit, I gotta... I feel like I'm being swept off the stage. You know what I mean? Night at the Apollo style, the clown comes out and he just... you might be slightly too young to remember Night at the Apollo. Actually, never mind. I don't think you were watching that. Like I never felt before. I'm not real. 12,000. Oh, I have both of those. Oh, not both of those. All three of those things. I'm fucking stupid as hell. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna show what I have in here. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. Yay! I want to put auto build up on this, but that would be cheating, and I am somehow dedicated to not cheating while on stream. So, alright, we got that done. Okay, two things that I meant to get done before end of stream last time. So I can save and end this and feel comfortable with that. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna end stream here. Thank you for hanging out for however long been in here. If it was a long period of time, or if you came in 5 minutes ago. I believe D&D session will happen tomorrow night. So look forward to that. And if you can't ever catch a stream, I do post the VODs not only on Twitch but on YouTube, because Twitch will delete them after like a week or two. So If you want to watch the previous ones, go check me out on YouTube. It's just Giselle, the same motif on YouTube as well. All right, bye y'all. Eat some food, take your meds, drink some water. Love you. Bye.